Hey, good morning, fellas. Good morning, good morning. It is Monday. Let's go. Hey, good morning, Trader J. It's time for Nutty Bar and Coffee. Hey, good morning, Peter Schapp, Least Estimator. David Gabriel, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, QQ. Good morning, Shonen Zero. Least Estimator, let's crush this week. Yes. Trading Top Step close his service to Turkey. Oh, really? Hey, good morning, Timbo. Hey, good morning, John. Good morning, Timbo. Let's have a good day, man. Let's have us a good day. Any guesses on the Top Step big announcement? I didn't even know they have a big announcement. Good morning, Jeffrey Hall. Hey, Daryl Bapty, good morning. QQ, good morning. Let's crush it. That's right. New week. Let's have a good week. I'm ready. I am ready. By the way, my payouts, my 2 payouts have been approved. So okay, so 10:30 Eastern time, they have an announcement. All right, we'll see. Alan Sutton, good morning. Maybe they'll actually allow you to trade micros or 10 XFAs. Yeah, if they allow 10 XFAs, that would be pretty big news. I kind of doubt that. Hey, Cat's Amazing Books, good morning. I seen a crow pull a baby squirrel out of a nest. then started pecking at it. I rescued it, now giving it a chance to recover. That's awesome. Man, those crows can be pretty they can be pretty mean. Yeah, exactly, Trader J. In any case, they will act like they're setting the world on fire and doing something no one else has ever done, when in reality they're just copying what is doing. I find that pretty funny. When was it that they said, oh, they're going to change the industry? And then the only thing they changed was, instead of having a 2-step process to pass your evals, you only have 1 step. And the whole industry has been doing it for a year. Hey, Citizen Zero, good morning. Viter, good morning. Steve Wilson, good morning. How we doing, folks? How we feeling today? I feel great. You know what I would really love? I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for a day where we just go higher. I just want to see us just keep going higher. How did I get my Dom to look that good? So, by the way, good morning, Dan. Um, so this here is a custom indicator from Affordable Indicators. So that's why it looks different than your Ninja Trader order entry. I am not a big fan of the Ninja default order entry, so this is from Affordable Indicators. I just, main reason I like it, excuse me, is because if I have a different tab at the bottom open, I can have a different account. I can be trading a different account on each tab, and also just like the different functions here. But you obviously don't need to have it, but I do find it helpful. If I'm doing a giveaway today, I don't know. You hate the Ninja so far, Dan? Yeah, if you're used to trading Trade-Evade, it definitely takes some getting used to. But I used to be in that same opinion, Dan. If it makes you feel any better, I used to trade primarily right when I started. For the first 2.5 months, I traded Trade-Evade, and that's what I was used to. And then I switched over to Ninja Trader so I can do the copy trading. And I found it very clunky, etc. But once you have it set up and once you are familiar with it, like I wouldn't change, I would never switch back. Because Ninja Trader just has way more options. There's just way more custom stuff available for Ninja Trader compared to Trade-Evade. The ATM features, the copy trading features is just that much better. In my opinion. Hey, Monroe. Good morning. Roger, Sam. Good morning. Neo. Good morning, Neo. Moose. Good morning. Let's have us a good day, folks. Man, I'm really. I hope we make a nice move higher today. We can make a move higher, get above this 18, like basically hold above this 18,000 level. I really like our chances of in the next couple weeks to go test the highs. Maybe even this week. If we can hold, stay above the 18,000s, I think we're gonna make a move toward the 19,000s here in the next week. I like it. I want to see it. All right, now I got things how I want it. Oh, we are open for business. Jeez, I wasn't minding my business. Sorry, guys. Hey, Amelia Stitcher, good morning. Peter Shap. You would rather a range trade up and down, Peter Shap? Oh, please no. Please spare me. Trading question about Quantower. Is that the only platform that allows multiple Rhythmic account connections? ATAS trading, the ATAS platform allows it as well. But yeah, I think Quantower and ATAS, you can have multiple Rhythmic connections at the same time. You're a much better range trader. Yeah, that's where I struggle. Not for me. All right, obviously we are not going to be looking to trade the opening here. We are going to, hang on. I want to add some more tabs here. Just a second here, guys. Ah, give me a second here, guys. All right, now we're done. Trying to make sure I have all my time frames on both my screens. That way I don't have to switch between the screens always. All right, we're getting a little bit of a pullback, but see if we can get a rip higher here. Thank you, K Trader. Appreciate it. GC, good morning. Do you have to pay for Quantower instead of the free version for multiple Rhythmic accounts to work? Yes, Moose, you do. So for the multiple Rhythmic connections to work, you do have to pay for it. Yes. Amazon crashed? Really? I see. That's not good. All right. Let's see if we can make a rip higher here above the 1875s. She ripping, boys. There she goes. There she goes. New highs. Just bought a put as you finally read my comment. Hey, sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes I'm trying to get other things done. So I'm a little late on reading comments. All right. See if we break above the 80s. Let's see if we can get above the 80s. Got to rip above it. We want to keep this momentum going. Hey, good morning, Black Coffee. Good morning. How we doing? Here we go, above the 80s. Above the 85s, 87s. We are getting a nice move up here. Oh, I had this annoying cough again this morning. Hey, M. Susan, good morning. Matty Matt, good morning. Anyone else having Ninja Trader issues? I have not taken a trade, so I don't know, but here we go, above the 90s, 95s. We're about to test the 18100s here. If we look at the 60-minute chart, like if we get above this 1850 area, and this is what we need to see if you want to get a nice move higher today. Some people have had lag issues. Okay. Hey, Doug N. Good morning, Doug. Design Knob. Good morning, Design. Does this only go up? I heard somewhere that was the case. That's right, design. I'm actually really thinking about entering, or I'm at the moment this week. I don't know why I'm pretty bullish, though I have to be careful when I get kind of biased. I gotta keep an open mind and make sure I do keep an open mind, but I'm definitely looking for longs. So I restarted and can't even get it to connect now. Uh-oh, Matty Matt, that's not good. Any issues loading the new Apex trade copier? I do not use the Apex trade copier, Duggan. I do not use it. Currently, I'm using the Affordable Indicators trade copier. The only Ninja Trader issues for me is pressing the buttons. Yeah, I have those issues too sometimes. And now we're pulling back down to the 18080s. So let's see what happens. Hey, go SPVC, good morning. So much for Amazon tanking the market. Guess we're not done yet, but hey, good morning, Trip Candy. All right, getting a little bit more of a pullback here through the 74s. Let's see. We just wait and see here. You're having a hard time trading the past few days. Yeah, sometimes that can happen, Trip Candy. I've been there where you just everything you do is wrong and you just cannot seem to get a good grip on the market. I have been there. Usually when that happens, sometimes the best thing to do is just to take a break. Just take a, like, even if you take a 1 day break of looking at any charts, anything, it's almost like a cleansing of the palate. You know, when, if you've ever, like, people that do professional coffee tasting, in between tastes of coffee, they cleanse their palate with something else. That's kind of how I look at it. Sometimes your mind just needs a cleansing and a reset. If you're reading the market incorrectly, take a break for a day or two. Don't look at any charts. Completely take a break and then come back and you kind of have a new, fresh perspective on the market. Hey, Mr. Bobo, good morning. Okay, we pulled back to the 75s. Now we're making a move again. See if we go to new height, go to new highs or not. It's definitely looking, she's looking pretty bullish, but we shall wait and see. Even if I stop trading, I feel like I'll be watching you trade. Not allowed, Trip Candy. Not allowed. But I know what you mean. See if we keep ripping. Here we go. Got to get above. Our high of day is the 18,101s. So we just barely got above the 100s. See if we make new highs here. This is definitely looking like a very bullish outlook so far for the day. Let's see if it keeps it up. Now, if we fail to make a new high on this move, that's when I feel like that's when we got to be a little careful. The next significant level, I kind of, for me, I mean, the next level that I kind of have as any significance is like this 18,350 area. We'll also have like the 18,150, 200. I don't know. I always feel like the round numbers are always an area to keep in mind, but 18,090. Let's go, Dan. Okay, we're just still have time to get a move above, but it's stalling a little bit here. Hey, good morning, Slaya. Good morning. Amakre, good morning. How we doing, Slaya? Hey, thanks. Yes, 10K subs. Hard to believe. So now the next big number on subs is going to be 20K, then 30K, 40K, 50K, 60K. If we ever hit 100K subs, I'm going to do like a $5,000 giveaway. Record it. Clip this. Because I will. because that might happen in like 15 years, 10 years, or maybe 5, or maybe a year. We just never know. Hit that in 3 months or less. Oh my gosh, Leia. I don't know. I mean, that'd be awesome, but we'll see. David, you recorded it. Nice. I like it. I like it. All right, here we go. Getting that push. Get above the 100s. Let's make new highs. Really want to see this get above and make new highs. I so want to see just one of those days where we just go higher. And it's just a slow grind higher with, I want to see that. I want to see it real bad. Here we go. And new highs, folks. There she goes. Hold on, folks. Now, when we do this and we just kind of rip above it and then pull back immediately, for me to really give it any kind of, it needs to hold above it. Can't just take it out and then rip lower. The first million is the hardest. Are you talking about money or subs? We need a guest star. Yes, we do. Maybe we can get Trades by Matt to come on stream. That would be pretty cool. I gotta say, if you haven't watched Trades by Matt's his interview that he did with Raz, what's his name? I forget, but he did a podcast type of interview. I thought it was really good. He, I mean, especially considering that they usually interview, usually the Forex prop firm stuff. And I thought Matt did a pretty good job with explaining how futures is better than Forex, for sure. Very funny design, Knob. Get Dave Teaches to come on. I will not be present on that stream. Don't get Patrick Whelan. No, there's definitely a couple that I would not. That just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I'll get ICT. Oh my gosh. Definitely not. By the way, what is the status on ICT and the Robbins Cup? Does someone know? Like, fine. And also, what about Dave Teaches? Didn't Dave Teach say he's going to enter the Robbins Cup? Because I heard Trades by Matt was saying that he has the account numbers for ICT and Dave Teaches, and at the end of the year, like, he'll verify what happened to the accounts. Should be interesting. Maybe Dave Teaches is trading in the Robbins right now. I don't even know. I'll get Patrick, ICT, and Dave all at once, and then I'll just disappear. Yeah, that sounds like great fun. I would never. I haven't looked at the Robbins Cup leaderboard in a while. Let's see. Robbins Cup leaderboard. Oh, wow. Look, there's ICT. Just kidding. No ICT to be found. No Dave Teaches to be found. So weird. Thought they knew what... I thought they were geniuses. No, in all seriousness, if someone enters the Robbins Cup, good for them. Good for them, and I kudos to them, but if they're talking smack before they enter the Robbins Cup about how they're going to win the Robbins Cup and by how much, and then they're saying how they are the best traders ever and the best teachers ever, but then they just completely disappear from the Robbins Cup leaderboard, never even sniffing the top 10. I just want to know how their students, like, how do their students explain that? That's all I want to know. It seems to me like that would be a little bit of a problem. Trades by Matt, he already quit the Robbins Cup. I think Trades by Matt was like in the top, at least Trades by Matt actually made an appearance in the top 10 or top 5. I think he was only on the top 5 leaderboard for like a day or two, but hey, that's more than what ICT was. But then he quit. Yeah, he had a couple bad days and he quit, but I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, anyway. Next year, I will not go on the Robbins. For me, entering in the Robbins Cup is not, I don't understand. I mean, why? I'm not naive. I'm not naive enough to think that, you know, that I'm the best trader. I've never claimed that, first of all. So I got enough things to worry about. You know, we'll just keep doing what we're doing, try to get payouts. That's what matters. And then we'll go from there. Rather eat broken glass than listen to TVM talk. Oh yeah, I forgot, John, that you don't like it. Hey, it's all right. It's totally fine. How about if someone sponsor you for the Robbins Cup? You mean someone would give me $10,000 to enter? Yeah, I would enter. Why not? What's there to lose? I'm not sure why someone would do that, but the best traders will not show up anywhere. Yeah, I think that is probably true. All right, market. You can come pull back down and then just keep making higher highs. That's all I ask. Just keep making higher highs and we will be good. I'll sponsor you when I make my first million from Apex. Okay, Drip Candy. Deal's a deal. Deal's a deal. Also, we do not have any news of... We don't have any news today, do we? I checked earlier. Pretty sure we don't. No news. Tuesday. Actually, this is kind of a pretty calm news week. We have the 30-year bond auction on Thursday. We have the unemployment claims on Thursday. Friday, we have consumer sentiment. But other than that, not much of a news day. We have a 10-year bond auction at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. So we should... Pretty calm week. Pretty calm week. All right, market. Let's see what... Getting another pullback. Might look at entering. It's past, or it's getting very close to past 10 o'clock. Usually I want to wait to trade until after 10 o'clock. Just a few FOMC speakers. Yeah, I saw that, but not really of any significance. And look at that move higher. Let's see if we make another move above the 105s. We're definitely seeming bullish so far. See if we make a new high here. There's always, seems like every day there's someone with the Fed speaking. All right, I need to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. And we're back. Hey, look at that. We made new highs again. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Ah, tempting to dive in on this. I'm gonna wait. We might pull back a little bit more here. There it goes. Wow. Man, this is unbelievable. We ripping, boys. Through the 115s. Man, oh man. I should have. I was a little hesitant. I was a little hesitant on that pullback. Should have pulled the trigger. Is Daryl from Texas? I believe so, John. Oh no, Ponzi's in the chat. Okay, Ponzi. Good morning. How we doing, bud? Fed Bark and Fed Williams speak today. Yep, I heard. Put them crash helmets on, says Ponzi. Looks like Black Monday to me. Okay, Ponzi. We'll take note of it. We'll take note of it. When is the giveaway, BF? If you're just here for the giveaway, BF, then you should probably leave. I don't do giveaways every day. I do giveaways kind of randomly and without much announcement. And for the main reason so that people don't just come in here for the giveaways. All right? Just asking. All right, that's fair. No, I really don't have any plans to do a giveaway today, but you never know. If we have a big trade, maybe we will. Are you saying no giveaway today? Maybe. Maybe that's what I'm saying. Okay, BF, you're good. I've seen you before. You're a regular. You're good. Um, it's seeing pretty volatile. Seems like every time we get a little bit of a move higher, we rip lower pretty quickly, but so far this thing is looking pretty bullish. Hmm. Okay, Dan. Good luck, Dan. Good luck. See, we can't. I wouldn't mind getting a pullback down to like this 1880s. I wouldn't mind getting like getting a pullback down to the 1880s and then seeing some sideways action. I don't want to see us go below the 75s and the 70s here. If we go below that, then I'm starting to be concerned about longs for the day. All right, we are pulling back a little bit more here through the 95s. There we go through the 90s. Nicely done, Dan. All right, getting a bigger pullback here. I'm really curious if we get through if we go through the 80s, then I'll be a little worried. Sitting right at the 90s now. All right. See if the 90s hold up here. Hey, Coach B, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Oh, John, I didn't see your message till now. Monkey Man Trades making fun of Apex one day eval and some redneck from Texas. Ha ha ha. Okay, now I get it. That's funny. Man, I'm tempted here. I'm gonna take a stab at this long. I'm gonna have a tight stop here. Tight stop below the, or I would consider it a tight stop. All right, now I'm going to move my stop right here. And we're just going to see we can't get a good move up to the 108s. Rip it. I'm going to take it off right here at the 15-minute opening range. Call it a good first trade. We'll take it. $50 in the bag. $50 is $50. Hey, Paint Bar Trading, good morning. Amakre, good morning. Actually, Amakre, I think I already said good morning, but good morning again. Are you trading NQ or MNQ? So, John, actually, that is a very fair question, John. So, actually, if you look at my symbol right here, it shows like I'm trading NQ, but I actually have, so this chart trader from Affordable Indicators, if there's the micro symbol right here, it's probably kind of hard for you guys to see it, but right beside my quantity, there's a micro. If I click on it, see how now it changes to mini? So whatever this says is what I'm trading currently. So if right now it says mini and I enter an order, I'm going to be trading minis. If I click it again, it says micro. And if it says micro, then I'm trading micros. So it's I love this feature from the Affordable Indicators chart trader because I can just, without having to switch between different charts, I can just easily switch right here and I can still be looking at the same chart. So on this trade here, I was trading four micros is what I was trading on this chart. I notice you like moving your take profit. I do take TK. I do. I'm not one, like if I enter, I just have a default take profit set, but that's just a placeholder. And I really just take my profit. I'm not one where I think I have to hold and, be a dick for a tick, like they say. I am not a believer of that. If I have profit and I feel like price, I do not like what it's doing, I will get out. But that's right here is the concern. Now we're ripping lower. This is a concern. So now we failed to make a new high. Now we're below the 80s. So I'm now just obviously waiting. But if we go below the 70s, then I think we just don't trade. Hey, Peter SB, I bought 20 Apex eval accounts. Can I copy trade during the evals to pass all 20 at the same time? You sure can. Oh, thank you, Dan. So yeah, that short working well, Dan. Nice trade. Anyway, you can increase your font size. So I would love to actually. So I actually appreciate that feedback. GC, which font size are you talking about? Are you talking about the chart like this? This font size, I'm not sure I can increase it that much more. Or are you saying the font size for the, like, for this copy trader? Or I mean the chart trader. So I'm not sure I can change the font size for the chart trader. But it is probably really hard to read. And for that, I'm sorry, that does suck. I don't like when I'm watching other people's streams and I can't even see their P&L because it's so tiny. You know, the grid and the text on the chart. The grid. Are you saying the grid? Do you mean my Apex accounts? Because I felt like the Apex accounts, if I remove the from closed button, like if I remove this column, then I could make it bigger. But I don't really want to remove that column. That column is very important. I really use it a lot. So the price scale. Oh, I see. Yeah, I can change that. How do I do that? Let me hang on. Let me play with this, see if I can figure a way out. Is it under properties, I think? Yeah, right here. So if we go to 20, is that better? The labels on the lines. Got it. Oh, you mean the labels on the lines for the initial balance? Is that better, like, as far as the chart goes? All right, we'll keep that. Now, I wish this up here wouldn't be like this. Is there a way I can remove the text at the very top of this chart? Basically, this chart text right here is showing all the different indicators that I'm using. Is there a setting for that? Does anyone know? And then let me check my initial balance indicator if I can adjust the... Okay, so now that text is bigger too. Does that work? Oh, right click and delete their names? Are you serious? Delete the label. How do I do that? Oh, the label right here. Let's go. See, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Okay, I'm going to go through here. Where's the label for this one? Some of these indicators, the chart trader has so many things, it's hard to find. Label. I don't see. Haha, I found it. Let's go. Man, I love that. Oh, that is something that has bothered me like for the longest time on how this always was cluttering everything for me. So thank you guys. Feel like this text could now be a little bit smaller. What do you guys think? I feel like that could be a little bit smaller. I'm going to go to 16. Wow, look at this move. We're just going to go higher. We went down, tested the 80s, and now we are above the 100s again. Okay, now I need to save this template as my 2-minute template so I can load it over here. Oh, that feels so much better. You guys have no idea. All is right with the world now. Does that, okay, anyone else have any input on my font size for anything that I should increase it just for your viewing pleasure? Yes, save workspace. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me, XBit. I have done that in the past where I forget and then I crashes and then I just lost all my setup progress. Thank you, Scalp. If I ever trade GC, if I ever trade gold, I don't. Currently, I really like the fact that I only look at one symbol. Like I only look at NQ, and I just feel like getting a good feel for the price action. It's what I'm comfortable with. I feel like if I would trade gold, I would need to just watch the price action for like a week before I would feel comfortable actually entering a trade. I can see everything all good. Okay. How do you save workspace? All the way up to the right, there's a little, and then you just save workspace. And now we're going back. This is not what I was looking for. Very choppy now all of a sudden. And again, we failed to make new highs on this push higher. So as long as we just kind of go sideways, and as long as we don't go below the 70s here, I feel pretty good about entering long. But we got to be careful. Also, I am going to try to end. I'm going to try to around noon. I need to mow my lawn today. So I'm going to try. I'm hoping around 1 o'clock I can go mow the lawn. So be sweet if we could have a couple more nice trades, and then we could go call it a day, go mow the lawn, have a good time. Switching to gold has been the best thing that you've done? Okay, nice. Yeah, GC, I just feel like if you trade multiple symbols, then it can cause you to overtrade. Because if you don't like something here, then you can go to the next symbol. And I always am worried that, it's going to... But I do like looking at it. I actually wanted to make this all of these orange. And then save my workspace. Take some photos, Timbo. Okay, maybe I will. I will say, so where I put the patio in this earlier this spring, all the places where we had to reseed after they put the patio in, that grass is finally coming in where you can actually see more green than the straw. So I think today I'm going to mow that grass for the first time. I think I will. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. What P&L are you shooting for daily with 7 accounts? Honestly, I'm totally happy with $200-300 per account. Even $100 per account. I'm fine with it. And again, my objective for this, like trading 7 accounts, copy trading 7 accounts, like I've only done it now for about a week. But I will say, even though we're technically around break even right now, I really do like it. I don't feel like I feel like I was forcing a lot of trades when I was trading them individually. And again, like I do say that, but also realize that it did work. But I feel like long term, I'm not sure that kind of fits my trading style. I would much rather be patient, look for really good setups, and then take, one trade, copy trade them on the accounts. The key has always been and still is accepting losses. Like that with copy trading, that's the biggest hurdle for me. If I can't accept a loss, that's when things go terribly wrong. And so far, we had a big loss on the first day, but again, my loss, I have a pretty forgiving daily loss. So my max loss per day is around 600 to 700 per account. So, and that's a pretty big loss, but that is like my max pain. If I'm at $600-700 red per account, then that's when I end it and we move on to the next day. Because I feel like I still can recover those accounts if it's a $600 to $700 loss. Once it goes more than that, then it becomes just that much harder to recover. But hopefully, if we can just slow steady progress on these 14 accounts. And again, my goal will be, like, I'm not going to take a payout as soon as I hit 2,600. My goal is to get these accounts to like 3,600 before I request a payout. Because I'm really going to try to focus on keeping these accounts instead of just cycling through them, which is going to be, a challenge. I'm not kidding anyone when I say, and I know it's going to be a challenge, but I'm okay with it. Especially, it's going to be so difficult once we're over that $2,600 in profit and we could make a withdrawal. It's going to be so hard for me not to do that. And it's going to be a big mental hurdle to keep trading and to keep building the buffer. But that's my goal. That's what we're doing. And these accounts, so these 2 accounts here, so the first one here, we already have, basically we're at $2,600 in profit already on that one. And we're already at $2,600 profit on this one. Well, we're at $3,100 in profit on this one. So technically, we could just trade really small the next, 10 days, and we could take out another 2,000 from each. But, and I might regret it. I will definitely, it's definitely going to hurt if I get these accounts above 2,600 in profit and I don't take a payout. Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt. I'm not going to lie. That will really, really hurt. Yeah, TK. I mean, in a perfect world, TK, if you could grow the accounts to a 5,000 in profit and then make a withdrawal, I think that would be like the perfect scenario. Basically what happened with this account here. Like this account here, I got to, basically we had 5,000 in profit. We requested a payout. The payout got approved, and now we still have $3,000 in cushion. So in a perfect world, yes. But right now my goal is to kind of get it around 3,600, but then we might only take out 1,000 per account and then keep growing it. So right now that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, it is GC. That's kind of what I'm challenging myself with. Like I'm challenging myself with kind of getting over that fear, but I feel like I have to get over this hurdle if I really want to focus on growing accounts and not being on that hamster wheel of going through evals, going through PA accounts. Because like I explained earlier, I don't think there's really anything wrong with that. And I might end up going back and doing that if I struggle with copy trading again. So take me the right way here that I'm not knocking that method, because I think it works. And if you can be profitable and take money and be net positive doing that, then by all means do it. But it's not exactly what I would envision as being a consistently profitable trader. For me, a consistently profitable trader has accounts for, longer times, has a buffer in their accounts, and can take those payouts maybe once a month. But we'll see. But I will say I'm not a big fan of this price action. We're just consolidating now, going sideways. The Alpine style of trading. Yeah, and like I said, like you can't knock, Alpine is killing it. Alpine is killing it. And I think like his method, like Alpine's method and what how he trades and the way that he looks at it, I think is very valid. I think it is very, very valid. But for me, and again, this is just, differences in people. There's not a right or wrong way. It's more just, I feel like I think ideally if you would ask anyone, they would prefer to keep their funded accounts for, longer periods of time and only, not have to go through the cycles of passing evals, and that's, I think everyone would agree to that. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for, and that's what I'm hoping for, but hey, we might fail. Monkey trades futures. How we doing? Good morning. Monkey trades futures. Monkey trades is awesome in the parody of me and Alpine. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty funny. There's some of those videos that I felt like I was not a big fan of. He took it a little bit too far, in my opinion. When he involves my wife is when I lose a lot of respect. Don't you think having a 3K buffer is best? Yeah, Jenwoo, I do. I do really. I think In a perfect scenario, yes, that would be the perfect. That would be what I would like to do. But again, we got to take it one step at a time. I feel like that is the end goal, but we might not be ready yet for that. We got to take baby steps, you know? We got to take baby steps. Okay, we're trying to make another move here. We are making a move. Above the 105s now, get pushing up to the 110s. Let's see if we make new highs. Oh, I did forget the clock. Thank you. I completely forgot about the clock today. Isn't this the price action you wanted, but consolidate 80s and not 90s? I mean, it is kind of, yes. I'm not saying that I want to take a trade from it, but what I was saying, as long as we go sideways and then make new highs, then my bullish bias remains intact. That's kind of my thought process. But we could, this could easily also just consolidate for most of the day, so that wouldn't be cool. Hey, we are above the 110s, or right at the 110s. Definitely don't want to chase breakouts today. Definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, design. It is. Do you use the ORB from Alpine to trade? Already trade? No, I do not. I don't usually trade until after 10. I am not a fan of trading at 9:30. Not at all. It just isn't for me. But man, I gotta say, watching different YouTube channels and stuff, that opening range trade, it sure seems like everyone and their child is doing the opening range trade now. Or maybe it's just me, but it seems like everyone is all of a sudden doing it. And I'm telling you right now, there's gonna come a time when that opening range trade is gonna fail multiple times in a week, and people are gonna run for the hills. Except for Alpine, because Alpine knows the consistency that is in it, and having I don't know, a couple bad days isn't, or I don't think it's going to scare him. So I've also noticed that Alpine, a lot of the other opening range trades, they try to have a stop loss and minimize their risk. But part of the reason that Alpine has such a high success rate with the opening range trade is because he's willing to risk his whole account on it, which basically means he has a really wide stop loss. And a lot of people are not willing to sit through that kind of drawdown. So you won't, a lot of people try to replicate it, but they're not willing to go through that kind of drawdown, which is inevitably going to make it not as consistent. All right, getting a pullback here a little bit. And now we're pulling back more. Now I'll just wait. Hey, those pullbacks are enough. I have make tests about ORB, and every hour in different instruments, and the results are that they generally not work over a long time. Well, and I think that's the thing. Like, it depends on what your risk parameters are. And again, like if you don't risk your whole account, then you can't expect to be as consistent as what Alpine is. And I think that's the biggest thing, the biggest difference. And then also, if you're trading 5 contracts or 10 contracts, that's also, you cannot then expect to have the same results either, because one small move and you're going to be taken out. And we're right back down to the 90s. Man, are we really just going to trade in this range now? Design. Only to YOLO some evals. Yeah, I will say, I usually, I don't like talking about it, but that is how I don't use the opening range trade to pass evals, but I use news events. I do use news events, and then I trade it, I think, very similar to how that opening range trade is done. And that's how I trade, that's how I pass evals, but it's more it's more efficient that way, I guess. But I don't want to, that's not for everyone. I don't want to promote that type of trading. Yeah, it is Tech 111. I still think we have as long as the 90s hold, as long as the 80s hold, as long as we hold, I'm okay if it's okay if we consolidate a little bit, and then maybe around noon, maybe we make a nice rip higher. But definitely it's consolidating right now. Go SPVC, it's dirty. Yeah, it is. How long did it take you until you were a profitable trader beating the odds trading? Man. over a year. So basically, I traded Apex. My trading journey, I actually need to do a video on this because I get asked it a lot and I wouldn't mind. Like, I just want to kind of do an update on it. But I traded for over a year with Apex before I got my first payout. But in a matter of 3 months, I've now taken out 52,000 in payouts. Basically, now I'm actually net positive with my trading with prop firms. So if I calculate all my expenses, all my eval expenses, all my funded account activation fee expenses, and then, combine that with my payouts, I'm finally net positive, but it took over a year. I feel like I definitely could have done it in less time if I wouldn't, especially in the beginning, I was pretty stubborn with wanting to copy trade 20 accounts. So that definitely prolonged it. I would definitely recommend, if you're just new to prop firm trading, I think it's smart to trade one account at a time. I don't think it's wrong to have more than one funded account, but trade one at a time to just get one across that payout threshold, pay yourself, and then with the payouts grow your portfolio, so to speak, into more funded accounts if that is what your goal is. But you definitely need to be careful. Like if you copy trade multiple accounts, 10, 20 accounts, it is crazy how quickly the expenses add up. If you don't get payouts, it gets very expensive very quickly. So obviously everyone's financial situation is different, but be careful. Does anyone know if you're allowed to pass evals by going long one, short another? Yes, you are. And again, I don't try to promote that type of trading, but basically that's been what I've been saying without saying it is if there is a news event, it is also, because of the trailing drawdown, it is also possible to lose both directions. So exactly, Dan. Exactly. Obviously, the bigger size account that you try to do that on, the bigger chance there is that you will lose both directions. But the 50, and I think that's also why the 50K account is so popular. And the way that I actually do it, if I'm just being honest, I don't always do it this way. Anymore, I stopped doing both directions. I would just pick one direction and not place a trade going the other direction. That way, I'm either going to be right and pass the eval, or I'm just not going to be filled. And I'd much rather have it that way than going both directions, and then you can lose going both directions. But if you have a 50K account, then I set my profit target at 2,500 and my loss at 2,500, which obviously would blow the account. That gives you a little better odds, but you can still lose going both directions. XBit, what do you mean not filled? Basically, so if there's a big news event, right? And I think, let's just say, hey, I'm going to play the long side only. Like I usually pick a direction. Yeah, you need multiple accounts. Usually I do even amounts, so I would maybe do 6 accounts. If you do 6 evals, copy trade 3 of them, etc., whatever. You know what I mean. But that actually, I stopped doing that way because I felt like the way to pass is almost the same percentage if you just choose one direction. Which if I choose one direction and I'm choosing like here, for example, if there's a news event coming out in 2 minutes, right? And I want to go long. Like I think, hey, it's going to go long. I'll just do a buy or a buy stop order above this and then, have it, you can still lose on it, but if it just rips lower, then you're just not going to get filled. The worst is when it spikes up and takes you and then rips lower, but it is what it is. Those are the risks you take. But again, like I say all that, but if you're just new, don't pass evals that way. Don't do it. Because if you're just new, screen time is what is most important. So don't waste screen time. Like, buy your evals, trade them like you normally would, and gain screen time from it. That is really invaluable. Do you have to pay the activation fee within 2 days? Biter? No, you do not. Victor? No, you do not. You can take as long as you want to pay the activation fee. I still have evals that I passed on April 19th that are still evals that are passed that I have not paid the activation fee on. I just signed it. You do want to go in and sign, like go to your signatures and sign the past eval, but you don't have to pay for it. Now I will, obviously on May 19th, those accounts will then be rebuilt again. So I'll have to decide what I want to do before that. But yes, pass one eval, and then once you have a proven strategy. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. That's exactly what I mean, Dan. Are you profitable without blowing PA counts now with your scalping strategy? Already trading? Well, that's kind of what we're going to figure. That's kind of what we're figuring out, honestly. Because so far, getting my $52,000 in payouts, the way that I achieved that was by just basically kind of cycling through accounts, if I'm being honest. I mean, I have this account and these two accounts. I've taken 2 payouts from these 2 accounts. And I mean, technically I could take another payout here in 10 days, which it depends on what kind of cushion I have. But yeah, I just kind of cycle through accounts. I traded only one account at a time. And as soon as I got to $2,600 in profit, I stopped trading it and took out the full $2,000. And then usually I would lose that account because of only having $500 of drawdown. And then I would basically just do it again. Pass a new eval, activate a new funded account, and kind of cycle through it that way. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get away from. I'm trying to get away from that cycle. And I want to now copy trade these 7 accounts and build up a really nice cushion before we take that payout. And then hopefully we can keep these 7 accounts for multiple months, ultimately more than 3. Isn't there a 30-day to activate quota? That I don't think there's really a 30-day. You don't have to activate within 30 days quota, but you will get rebuild for those evals if you haven't activated them into funded accounts. So usually, it would make sense to activate them before that 30 days. But man, we are really just going sideways. Yeah, already traded. Yeah, exactly. And now, I'm still trading the same strategy. Basically, it's nothing fancy, but I like to trade, wait till we have a really nice trend and then going with the trend and entering on pullbacks. But my trading is discretionary, so I don't have a mechanical entry and I don't have a set R to R risk to reward. I don't have all that. I'm not a believer in that. I treat each trade separately and as its own thing. For example, if there's a nice trending update and where we're just going nice, we have a really nice trending update, then I will have bigger price targets. I will take, I'll take more risk. I'll add my size. I'll trade minis instead of micros, and I will have a higher price target. But today is not looking like one of those days, unfortunately. Hey, John, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jen Wu, I would agree. It's better to activate before the 30 days. It just makes more sense. Exactly, XBit. That's my main goal, is to stop the eval PA hamster wheel. That's my goal. I will say so far, I definitely feel way more confident trading and doing copy trading than I did prior to when I had any payouts and I was copy trading. It feels way better. Like just knowing that I'm net green and that I have taken a nice amount of payouts, so I'm net positive, it just relieves a lot of that pressure. And I can definitely tell, like, copy trading now is, I'm not as anxious, and it just feels better. The last 10 years, different instruments, and I have found your channel a month ago, so I'm here, and it's quite interesting. You trade the ES at 2000 tick chart. Oh, very nice, Artie. That's actually what I started trading originally. I originally started with trading ES with a 2000 tick chart. That's kind of where I started, and I somehow ended up trading NQ, and that's where I'm still at. And we're back down. Now we're going through the 90s. Okay, hang on. Through the 85s here. So let's see if the 80s hold. Yeah, ES is like watching paint dry sometimes. I gotta say. Hey, BF, take care, man. Take care. Sandcalp, new in your channel. What's my main strategy? I'm a discretionary trader, so, but I like waiting for a nice trend and then I buy on the pullback. I buy the pullbacks. That's, in a nutshell, the best way I can explain it. I see already trades. Good to see. Yeah, volume's pretty low. Dan, nice. Yeah, if we lose the 80s, if we go below the 80s, um, yeah, I think we could definitely see this thing test the lows of the day here. But as long as we stay above the 80s, I think we're going to, at some point, make a new high. As long as we stay above the 80s. Looks like summer trading, yeah. Hey, no problem, Sandcalp. Hey, Lionel, how we doing? Good to see you. Hmm. Hmm. Give me a second, guys. What platform I'm using? Ninja Trader. All right, we came down and tested that 80 level again. Sorry, guys. I need to get my drone batteries charged. Ugh. All right, we're back. Oh, man. Wow, look at this nice bounce. Right off the 80s again. See if we want to. Man, that would have been a nice trade right off of the 80s there. Nice 20 points. Very clean. Top Step lost a lot of my respect with Attack talking smack about trades by Matt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dan Emmons, I've never had any respect for Michael Patak. The guy's a sleazebag. He's a douchebag, man. The only thing he ever does is talk smack about other prop firms that are doing better than his prop firm is. And then he makes changes to his own prop firm to become more like the prop firm that, he's constantly making fun of. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah, Dan. I mean, and this was back. So back when Top Step had the 2-step process to pass an eval, then it was even worse. Then he had the audacity then to, come at prop firms that were doing 1-step, but then in literally a couple months, he made the change to only do 1-step. Pretty rich, if you ask me. And again, are we really just gonna trade in this range? Man, oh man. I'm not sure I have the patience for that today. By the way, what was the big announcement? Yeah, he said trading multiple accounts isn't real. Yeah, right. He has to be very salty that trades by Matt could never get to a payout using Top Step, but then when he switches to Apex, he gets a lot of payouts. That's got to rub him the wrong way in so many different ways. They released Top Step X with $19 a month, $50K and $70 a month with $100K limit of 10 accounts. So can you have 10 XFAs? He didn't clarify that. That means no. It's just so cringy. Like, for me, it's so cringy when and this isn't just in the prop firm industry. Like I take this as a whole, like is when, yeah, it's just so cringy the way that he talks and tries to degrade things that Apex is doing, and just, I don't get it. You can obviously tell that he's jealous of what Apex has, and he's very bitter that Apex came into this industry and just completely wiped him off the map. And I mean, Apex did more payouts last month. Like, this puts things in perspective. Apex did more payouts last month than Top Step has done in their lifetime. And Top Step's been around for however many years. And he, like, that's just too much for him to handle. He just can't cope with that. So Top Step is plus 500. Yeah, Amelia, exactly. What makes him look even worse is that he talks all this smack about Apex, but then all the changes that he's making to his own prop firm is literally to be more like Apex. For example, he would constantly make fun of how Apex and the discount prop firm. Well, guess what he's doing now? $19 50K accounts. Yet, literally just a month ago, he was going on about how terrible that is and all these discount prop firms and making fun of them. And then now he's doing the exact same thing. Like, that's what makes him just look very foolish. It's just stupid. Like, just shut up and do your thing, and you're going to look way less like an idiot. We all know what he's doing. He's trying to be more like Apex, and he's, it's just so cringy. Man, I'm really debating about taking this. I'm just not going to trade this sideways action. I feel like I'm forcing a trade doing this. Did anyone catch when he said he can't do what Apex does? When he asked Rhythmic? No, I didn't catch that. Tom. I mean, I don't even think that, like, this is me just being honest. I don't really think Top Step is like a bad firm. I just think Michael Patak is a douchebag, but I don't think like Top Step is terrible. The only thing I don't think, I don't like when prop firms tie specific profit before you can get payouts, but I also don't like that you can just withdraw 50% of your profits. Like the 50%, you can only take out 50%. I'm not a fan of that, but it is what it is. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Exactly. Mike and John could never make it on the floor as a trader. Yeah, I remember you saying that, John. It's only in place for 30 days. Well, not really PBP. It's only in place after you have to get 30 days of $200 in profit or more. It's not just 30 trading days. You have to have 30 days of $200 in profit or more. Then you can withdraw more than 50%. So that's a very key thing to make clear. It's not just 30 trading days. It is 30 days of $200 in profit or more. And if you have a 50K account, to me, that's very, I wouldn't have as much issue if they tied the $200 to, but it should be ratioed. Like a 50K account should not have the same per day profit requirements as a 150K account. That, like the 50K account with Top Step to me is predatory because I bet you the amount of people making payouts and taking payouts on 50K accounts compared to 100K or 150K accounts are insanely different. I guarantee you, like that's BS because you are basically forcing people to risk almost 20% of their account every day in order to make it above that $200 profit threshold because your daily loss limit is $1,000. And that's just that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Yeah, there's still no direction black coffee. I know. Uh, I'm actually really, really, really thinking about ending, calling it a day here, to be honest. This price action, I mean, as soon as if I end stream right now, you will probably just rip to new all time highs. But right now, this is just, ugh. I mean, that's just so BS. Like, I'm looking at the Top Step here. It is so easy for me to see what they're doing. It is so easy for me to see what they're doing. They're discounting the 50K account the most. And that's why. Exactly why, and what I just said. One, because right now, a 50K account with Top Step, being that you have to have $200 in profit in order to, for 5 days in order to get to a payout, and you only have $1,000 daily loss limit, the amount of the percentage that will actually get to a payout has to be the smallest percentage of any of the accounts that they're doing. Easy. You only save $30 from the 150K account. Okay. So basically, okay, so they're doing 130, 30. So really their promotion is you save $30 per account using Top Step X. That's essentially what it is. Because before this, you could buy a 50K account for $49, right? So now you can buy it for $19. You could buy a 100K account for $99, and now you can buy it for $69. Yeah, I see what they're doing. Anyway, I ain't doing it. I mean, the 150K account for Top Step, or I mean, even the 100K account is no one should be buying the 50K account. I'm telling you. It's gonna crash like a mofo because it's rigged. Ponzi. I don't see the point in getting anything more than a 50K. But the thing with Top Step is you have to keep in mind you have to make $200 per day in order to get to a payout. Okay? And then you can only take out 50%. Which is the best Apex account? I mean, with Apex, the 50K account, I think, is the best account because of the profit threshold. And with Apex, you can take out the safety net. So you really only need to get $2,600 in a funded account, and then you can withdraw $2,000. So that's where it's probably the easiest to get to a payout, in my opinion. And look at that. Back down we go. I'm over this. I am over it. I am over it. Yeah, Anna, this is crazy. It'd be funny to see his reaction. I should do another reaction to the Top Step changes and do a video on it because oh my gosh, Michael Batak he got his panties all in a bunch last time I did that. He really did not like that. What is my progress on Take Profit Trader? So basically I had to trade one more day today, and now I have it passed. So tonight, I will turn my Take Profit. I have the 150K account. So tonight, I'll take basically, I passed the account today. I had passed it, but I had to trade for 5 days, and today was my 5th day. So tonight, I'll be turning the Take Profit account into a funded account, which there's no activation fee right now. That's their promo, so it's kind of why I'm doing it. So try to take advantage of that, but hopefully we can get some payouts with it. Take Profit Trader. I'm going to try at least. I'm going to probably take a little bit of a different approach to trading with the Take Profit, being that there's no consistency rules. I'm going to look for going to be very picky with my entries and then just look for bigger price targets, bigger targets, and less trades. But we shall see. I have not had much luck with Take Profit. I'll be honest. I just cannot see. You know, this is where it's weird, but my biggest struggle with Take Profit accounts in the past has always been, and this sounds kind of counterintuitive, but it's true for me. Maybe it's not true for you, but when there's no consistency rule, then I don't know when to stop. like I'll be up maybe $1,500 on a PA account and I keep trading but with Apex, I don't, because there's a consistency rule. Once I hit that target of consistency, then I'm done. And I have no desire to keep trading. But when there's no consistency rule, then I have a tendency to overtrade, and then I start giving back profit, and it's just the things start unraveling. So it's, yeah. So you connect multiple prop firms to Ninja as long as they are rhythmic. Actually, no, Lonnie. No, that's actually the opposite. So with Ninja Trader, you can connect one rhythmic account, okay? And that's what I have with my Apex, okay? So I have one Apex account that is rhythmic. But then any other prop firm that I do trade, I always make sure it's a Tradeovate account, because you can connect multiple Tradeovate accounts at the same time with Ninja Trader, but you can only connect one rhythmic account at a time. And you can have a rhythmic account and 5 Tradeovate accounts connected at the same time. Okay? So you can have, but you can't have 2 rhythmic accounts. That's the difference. Did I get lag this morning on rhythmic? Not that I remember, but I wasn't in a trade this morning either. Yeah, black coffee. Yep. That's the thing. Like, you do need to being that there's no consistency rule, there's like no one telling you when you need to stop. So hopefully we can rein that in a little bit. Trade 20 Apex Sound plus Buell Knox plus take profit plus is just madness. Yeah, Tech 111. It can definitely be crazy. It definitely can be crazy. And I tried it. This is the first time like that I did a little bit in the past, but where I'm like, the reason I'm actually trading the take profit now is because I'm doing copy trading with Apex. I don't have to look for as many trades, and I actually have a little bit more time. If that makes sense. I'm more a day trader than a scalper. Yeah, I think so. I guess it depends on what you would classify a scalper as. Because some people say 20 ticks or 30 ticks on a trade is a scalp. For me, less than 10, like less than on NQ anyway, if you're doing less than 10 ticks per trade of, like, to me, that's what scalping is. But I guess the definition of scalping is different for different people. But that's kind of how I look at it. Like, once you're entering with a target of more than 15 ticks, I feel like that's kind of the borderline where it's not really a scalp trade. But again, like I said, I think that's just an opinion. All right, can we get above the 100s here? We have stalled multiple times now. Hang on. I need to check the weather here. If it's supposed to rain, hey, here we go. See if we break above the 100s here. Okay, it looks like we might be making a move here. Possibly. What the heck? Just got to notice that a tornado potential? We have a potential for a tornado on tomorrow or Wednesday. Hold it. That's not okay. Yikes. Hey, there we go. Breaking out. Let's see if we keep going here. Let's see if we take out the highs. Above the 110s now. Finally getting a move here. Oh, really? Design. Yeah, highest risk for tornadoes today in Texas and Oklahoma. Yeah, that's probably what we'll be getting tomorrow. Lionel, I said to buy NQ and give stop loss and take profit. Okay. Well, hey, I hope you took it. Hey, good morning, Clarity. If I'm in no, I'm in Ohio. Get the Starlink dish off the roof. I never thought about that. That would not be cool if that would blow over or get ripped off. Ponzi. Okay, you're in France. Okay. And we're pulling back again. Man, pulling back more now. Right back down to the hundreds. Gosh. Gonna be patient. Hey, Leonard, you requested your first payout last Wednesday. Still no approvable. Is that normal? It can't. Do you? Were you below the 30% consistency rule? That's usually kind of the threshold. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we make this move above the 120, 115s here. See if she wants to pop. Yeah, Leonard, if you were within the 30% consistency rule, then yeah, I would say you should expect an approval like today and tomorrow. Man, this market. Ugh. Yeah, Wendigo. Price action blows today. It does. Ooh. You're right, Blur. It's like it wants to break out, but it's giving pause and it's trying to scare everybody and fake everybody out before it does it. That's what it feels like. It wants to break out, but it doesn't want anybody to be able to participate. All right, let's see. We go now. I mean, I feel like we're going to rip above here, break out above the 15s, but I don't know. Price action is just very, ugh. Yeah, at least I'm green. Yeah, exactly. That's why with this kind of price action and being green, I have no desire to force a trade in this kind of price action. Just no desire. Okay, here we go. The moment of truth right here. 115, 117, about to make new highs on the day. Can it do it? And there she goes. 118s. Let's see if we get through the 120s on this push. It's trying. And there it goes. 119. It feels like overnight price action. It does kind of. You're right. All right, 120s. We hit 120s right to the T. So definitely seeing, I don't know. It is definitely making a move. We held the 80s held, and kind of happened what I wanted to. So definitely got to remain bullish. Pay the train is coming. Hmm. Oh. Hey, how we doing, my pet Eskimo? Yeah, even scalping's rough today. It is. Top Step fumbled, not doing 10 XFAs. Yeah, I feel like if Top Step doing 10 XFAs definitely like would have got my attention. But in all reality, what happened today was them promoting Top Step X. That's all that was. It was a Top Step X promotion once again. And then trying to get people to buy 50K accounts. Feels bad. Ah, this is rough. This is rough. I mean, I feel like entering right here isn't like a terrible idea, but I just don't like it. I could easily see us pull back to the 90, 85 area here. We did make new highs, but it wasn't really that impressive. We wicked above the new high and now pulled back. So I don't know. I'll just be waiting. All right, here we. Let's see if this thing makes a move again. Make new highs here or pull back further. Oh, this is such boring price action. Hey, Leonard, your payout just got approved. Let's go, Leonard. Congratulations. That's awesome. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, she's seducing me. That's how exactly. That is exactly how I feel. This feels exactly like, hey, come on, Nutty, you can do it. Please enter. Or just wait until I enter, then it's gonna roll over and go back and test the 90s. I ain't falling for it. Took a third of risk off no matter what. Now it's a profitable trade. Yep, Dan, that's good. Yep. Can you please tell me how to get the nice account summary? Already already traded. This is from above me right here. This is from Affordable Indicators account dashboard. So it is a paid for indicator. Hey, and now we're rolling over. Good try, market. You almost got me. You like the short, easy stop loss? Yeah, sometimes that can be. That is true. Hey, Sharoos, good morning. How was my weekend? Weekend was great. Had a great time last night. Had just spent time with family last night, and Friday night had a great time, and then Saturday had a great time too. It was a good weekend. It was a great weekend. King of the Nasdaq playing his own game. I hear you, Dan. Uh, 208 points. Let's go. All right, pulling right back to the 100s here. Now, will it hold? Will this hold, or will we roll this thing all the way over? Hang on, I got it. This. I don't know, man. This price action's just. You've been in your trade for almost 2 hours now. Hey, good job holding. It is looking like we could. We definitely could pull back. Maybe we retest the 80, 90 area here. I don't know. It is award worthy. Oh, this is just. Oh, this is like watching paint dry. I'm actually. I'm gonna make a phone call. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, this market continuing to bleed lower. Good thing that we didn't enter. Hey, your trade's looking better, Dan. Looking good. It's definitely looking good. The key's going to be, are we going to hold here at the 80s? This is going to be the moment of truth. But really don't have a desire to trade this at all anymore. At all. Not even a bit. So we might call it a day here, to be honest. So I need to go start mowing the lawn. And I'm not going to do any lawnmower trades. You've been short too, Matty Matt? But hey, those shorts look like they might pay. Here we go at the 80s. Let's see if we hold. Let's see if we hold. And there she goes. There she blows. That is kind of what I was. If we now the 70s, see if the 70s hold. See if the 70s hold. Definitely looking bearish now. Through the 70s. Nicely done, guys. If you were short all that time, nicely done. Nicely done. Pat yourself on the back. Nice, Dan. Now, will it hold or will it? I have no desire to trade this now. I think actually, guys, my wife could use some help. And I need to go mow the lawn. And with this kind of price action, I think today is one of those days where we call it early. We don't have a lot of profit, but it's still green. I think I'm just going to end it here. Take the green day and come back tomorrow. And I don't think I'll regret this decision. And I'm afraid if I'm going to keep streaming and keep watching the charts, then I'm going to talk me into a trade, and I don't like it. I don't like that. So, yeah, I think we're going to call it here, folks. Thank you. I think we're going to call it here. We'll be back tomorrow at 9:15 and hopefully get a little better price action. Definitely looking right now like shorting this double top would have been a really nice move. Congrats. Hope everyone's green today. Take care and God bless everybody.